Imagine standing on the edge of a vast, calm lake at dawn. The water is so still it mirrors the sky, and the world seems to pause in perfect harmony. This moment, this feeling of complete stillness, is what Zen philosophy aims to bring into our everyday lives. But Zen is not just about sitting in meditation or chanting mantras. It's a way of living, a way of seeing the world with clarity and simplicity. It's about finding peace amidst chaos and discovering meaning in the ordinary. In this video, we'll explore 25 secrets to mastering Zen philosophy, each one offering a unique insight into how you can transform your life. From learning to embrace the present moment to finding joy in simplicity, these principles will guide you toward inner peace, mental clarity, and a more meaningful existence. Whether you're new to Zen or have been practicing for years, these secrets will deepen your understanding and help you live with greater intention and harmony. So take a deep breath and let's begin this journey together. Now let's dive into our first secret, embracing the present moment. In Zen philosophy, the present moment is where life truly unfolds. Yet, so often, our minds drift into the past, replaying old memories, or leap into the future, worrying about what's to come. This constant mental chatter pulls us away from the richness of the here and now. Zen teaches us to anchor ourselves in the present, to fully experience each moment as it is. One powerful way to cultivate this presence is through mindful breathing. Simply focus on the natural rhythm of your breath, feeling the air move in and out of your body. Another practice is to observe sensations. Notice the warmth of the sun on your skin, the sound of birds chirping, or the taste of your tea. By bringing your attention to these small details, you train your mind to stay grounded in the present. It's not about eliminating thoughts, but gently guiding your awareness back to the now whenever it wanders. Start small. Try dedicating just a few minutes each day to these practices, and you'll begin to notice a deeper sense of calm and clarity in your daily life. Moving forward, let's explore the second secret to mastering Zen philosophy, letting go of attachments. In Zen, non-attachment is a fundamental principle that teaches us to release our grip on desires, outcomes, and material possessions. When we cling too tightly to these things, we often create suffering for ourselves. For instance, holding on to the desire for a specific outcome can lead to frustration when things don't go as planned, and attaching our happiness to material possessions can leave us feeling empty when they lose their novelty. Zen encourages us to find freedom by practicing detachment. One way to begin is through visualization. Spend a few moments each day imagining yourself letting go of things that no longer serve you, whether it's a past regret, a future worry, or an unnecessary possession. Another effective practice is journaling. Write down the things you feel attached to and reflect on why you're holding on to them. This can help you see more clearly what's truly important. By embracing non-attachment, you open yourself to a sense of peace and lightness, allowing life to flow more naturally. Start small, and over time, you'll discover how liberating it can be to let go. Now let's turn our attention to the third secret, simplifying your life. In Zen philosophy, minimalism is more than just a lifestyle choice. It's a pathway to clarity and calm. When we accumulate too much, whether it's physical clutter in our homes or mental clutter in our minds, we create unnecessary distractions that pull us away from the present moment. By simplifying, we make room for what truly matters. Start with your physical space. Take some time to declutter your home, letting go of items that no longer serve a purpose or bring you joy. This isn't about living with nothing, it's about living with intention, keeping only what adds value to your life. Next, consider your mental clutter. Are there tasks, commitments, or worries that weigh you down? Set clear boundaries by saying no to things that drain your energy and yes to activities that align with your priorities. Finally, focus on the essentials. Identify what's truly important to you, whether it's relationships, personal growth, or simple pleasures, and give those your full attention. Simplifying your life isn't about sacrifice, it's about creating space for peace and purpose. Take it one step at a time, and you'll start to feel the lightness that comes with living more simply. Now let's shift our focus to the fourth secret, practicing Zazen or Zen meditation. Zazen is the heart of Zen practice, a way to cultivate stillness and awareness in the midst of life's chaos. Unlike other forms of meditation that might focus on visualization or mantras, Zazen is about simply sitting and observing your thoughts without judgment. The goal isn't to stop thinking, but to notice your thoughts as they arise, let them pass and return to the present moment. To begin, find a quiet space where you can sit undisturbed for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Sit on a cushion or chair with your back straight, allowing your posture to reflect a sense of dignity and alertness. Rest your hands in your lap, palms up, with one hand gently cradling the other. Soften your gaze, letting your eyes rest slightly downward, and focus on your natural breath. Don't try to control it, just observe the sensation of breathing in and out. As thoughts come, acknowledge them without attachment and gently guide your attention back to your breath. Setting up a dedicated meditation space can also help. Keep it simple, a cushion, perhaps a small mat, and maybe a candle or incense if it helps you feel grounded. Remember, Zazen isn't about achieving a particular state. It's about showing up, being present, and embracing the practice as it is. Start small, even just a few minutes a day, and let the practice naturally deepen over time. Through Zazen, you'll begin to find a quiet center within yourself, a place of calm and clarity that remains steady, no matter what's happening around you. Now that we've explored the practice of Zazen, let's turn our attention to the fifth secret, cultivating mindfulness in daily tasks. Zen philosophy teaches us that every moment, no matter how ordinary, is an opportunity for mindfulness. Whether you're eating, walking, or even cleaning, these everyday activities can become meditative practices when approached with presence and intention. Mindful eating, for example, invites you to slow down and truly savor each bite. Instead of rushing through a meal, notice the colors, textures, and flavors of your food. Pay attention to the act of chewing and the sensations in your body as you nourish yourself. This simple practice can transform a routine task into a moment of connection and gratitude. Walking meditation is another powerful way to bring mindfulness into your day. As you walk, focus on the feeling of your feet touching the ground, the rhythm of your steps, and the movement of your body. Let go of distractions and immerse yourself in the experience of walking, whether you're strolling through a park or moving from one room to another. Even cleaning can become a mindfulness practice. As you wash dishes or tidy your space, bring your full attention to the task at hand. Notice the warmth of the water, the texture of the sponge, and the satisfaction of creating order. By approaching these activities with mindfulness, you turn the mundane into moments of presence and peace. The beauty of this secret is that it doesn't require extra time or effort. It's about shifting your awareness and finding depth in the simplicity of everyday life. Start small, choose one task to practice mindfulness with, and let it grow naturally from there. In doing so, you'll discover that even the most ordinary moments can become extraordinary when experienced with a Zen mindset. Moving forward, let's delve into the sixth secret, understanding the nature of impermanence. Zen philosophy teaches us that everything in life is transient, nothing lasts forever. This principle, while simple, holds profound wisdom. Think about it, the seasons change, relationships evolve, and even our own emotions shift from moment to moment. By embracing impermanence, we can begin to release our grip on the things we fear losing and find peace in the natural flow of life. This mindset can significantly reduce anxiety as we stop resisting change and start accepting it as an inherent part of existence. One way to practice this is by reflecting on the changes you've experienced in your own life. Consider how challenges you once faced have passed, or how joys you once held dear have transformed. This reflection can help you see impermanence not as something to fear, but as a source of liberation. Another powerful exercise is observing the cycles of nature. Spend time watching the sunrise and sunset, or notice how plants grow, bloom, and eventually wither. These observations remind us that life is a continuous cycle of beginnings and endings, and there's beauty in every phase. When we truly internalize the truth of impermanence, we become more resilient, more present, and more grateful for the fleeting moments that make up our lives. Start by applying this principle to small, everyday experiences. Notice how a feeling of discomfort passes or how a moment of joy fades. By doing so, you'll cultivate a deeper sense of acceptance and serenity, no matter what life brings. Now, let's turn our attention to the seventh secret, living with intention. Zen philosophy emphasizes the power of aligning our actions with our deepest values, ensuring that every thought, word, and deed reflects purpose and clarity. Living intentionally means being fully aware of why we do what we do, rather than simply going through the motions. It's about making choices that resonate with our true selves, fostering a sense of harmony and fulfillment. One practical way to cultivate intentionality is by setting daily intentions. Each morning, take a moment to reflect on what matters most to you and how you want to show up in the world. This simple practice can guide your actions and help you stay focused on what truly aligns with your values. Another powerful step is creating a personal mission statement. This statement serves as a guiding light, reminding you of your core principles and aspirations. It doesn't have to be elaborate, just a few sentences that encapsulate what you stand for and where you want to direct your energy. By living with intention, you transform everyday tasks into meaningful acts, infusing your life with purpose and direction. Start small by pausing before making decisions, asking yourself if they align with your values. Over time, these mindful choices will shape a life that feels authentic and deeply fulfilling. When you live with intention, you not only create a more meaningful existence but also inspire those around you to do the same. Now, shifting our focus to the eighth secret, we delve into the Zen principle of interconnectedness. Zen philosophy teaches us that everything in existence is deeply connected, from the smallest blade of grass to the vastness of the universe. This belief isn't just an abstract idea. It's a powerful lens through which we can view our own lives. When we truly understand that our actions ripple out and affect the world around us, it fosters a profound sense of compassion and belonging. This awareness helps dissolve feelings of isolation, reminding us that we're never truly alone. One way to strengthen this understanding is through gratitude journaling. By taking a few moments each day to reflect on the people, experiences, and even the challenges that shape your life, you begin to see how interconnected your journey is with everything else. Another powerful practice is performing acts of kindness, no matter how small. Whether it's offering a helping hand to a stranger or simply listening with full presence, these gestures reinforce the idea that we're all part of a larger whole. When you embrace the interconnectedness of life, you start to see yourself not as a separate entity, but as an integral piece of a grand, beautiful puzzle. This shift in perspective can transform how you relate to others, cultivate empathy, and bring a deeper sense of meaning to your daily interactions. By recognizing that we're all woven into the same tapestry, you'll find it easier to approach life with kindness, understanding, and a renewed sense of purpose. Moving forward, let's explore the ninth secret, embracing the beginner's mind. In Zen philosophy, this is known as Shoshin, a concept that invites us to approach life with curiosity and openness, much like a child experiencing something for the very first time. The beginner's mind is about letting go of preconceived notions, assumptions, and the need to already know everything. Instead, it encourages us to see the world with fresh eyes, full of wonder and possibility. This mindset is incredibly powerful because it allows us to grow, learn, and adapt in ways we might not have imagined. For instance, think about trying a new skill like painting or playing an instrument. If you approach it with the mindset of a beginner, you're more likely to embrace mistakes as part of the process and stay open to learning. Similarly, applying the beginner's mind to relationships or everyday tasks can transform how you experience them. When you let go of the idea that you already know how things should be, you open yourself up to new perspectives and deeper understanding. This practice also helps reduce stress and frustration, as you're no longer tied to rigid expectations. A simple way to cultivate this mindset is to consciously adopt curiosity in your daily life. Ask questions, explore new ideas, and allow yourself to be surprised by what you discover. By embracing the beginner's mind, you'll find that life becomes more vibrant, and your capacity for growth expands in ways you never thought possible. This approach not only enriches your personal journey, but also deepens your connection to the world around you. Now, let's shift our focus to the 10th secret, finding joy in simplicity. Zen philosophy teaches us that true happiness often lies in the most ordinary moments, free from the noise and distractions of modern life. Instead of seeking constant stimulation or chasing after the next big thing, Zen invites us to slow down and appreciate the beauty in simplicity. Think of how a single flower, a quiet morning, or a warm cup of tea can bring a sense of peace and contentment. This mindset helps us shift away from the endless pursuit of more and instead find fulfillment in what we already have. For example, something as simple as a tea ceremony can become a meditative practice where every movement and sip is done with mindfulness and appreciation. Similarly, a walk in nature where you focus on the rustling leaves or the feel of the ground beneath your feet can be a powerful way to reconnect with simplicity. These activities remind us that joy doesn't require complexity. It's about being fully present and savoring the moment. By embracing simplicity, we also reduce stress and create space for clarity and calm in our lives. Start by identifying one simple activity you enjoy, whether it's cooking a meal, gardening, or even just sitting quietly with your thoughts. Approach it with intention and mindfulness, allowing yourself to fully experience the joy it brings. Over time, this practice can transform how you see the world, helping you find beauty and contentment in the everyday. Simplicity, after all, is not about having less, it's about appreciating more. Now let's move into the 11th secret, letting go of judgment. Zen philosophy teaches us that judgment, whether toward ourselves or others, creates separation and suffering. When we label things as good or bad, right or wrong, we impose limitations that distance us from the true nature of experience. Zen encourages us to simply observe without attaching labels or opinions. This doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means seeing things as they are, free from the filters of our biases. For example, when we judge someone's actions, we often project our own expectations onto them, which can lead to frustration or resentment. Instead, Zen invites us to approach situations with curiosity and openness, letting go of the need to categorize or criticize. One powerful way to practice non-judgment is through loving kindness meditation. This involves silently repeating phrases like, "May I be happy, may I be at peace," and extending these wishes to others. Over time, this practice softens the habit of judgment and cultivates compassion. Another technique is reframing negative thoughts. When you notice yourself judging, pause and ask, "Is this thought helpful? Does it serve my well-being?" If not, gently redirect your focus to a more neutral or positive perspective. For instance, instead of thinking, "I failed at this task," you might say, "This didn't go as planned, but I can learn from it." By releasing judgment, you create space for understanding and connection, both with yourself and the world around you. Start by noticing when judgment arises in your daily life. Whether it's a critical thought about yourself or an opinion about someone else, simply observe it without engaging or believing it to be true. With practice, you'll find that letting go of judgment brings a sense of freedom and peace, allowing you to experience life more fully and authentically. Moving forward, let's explore the 12th secret, cultivating stillness in chaos. Zen philosophy reminds us that peace is not the absence of noise or challenges, but the ability to remain centered within them. Life often feels like a storm with demands, deadlines, and distractions pulling us in every direction. Yet, Zen teaches that even in the midst of chaos, we can access a quiet place within ourselves. This stillness isn't about escaping reality, but about finding a calm anchor that helps us navigate it with clarity and composure. One of the simplest ways to cultivate this is by taking short meditation breaks throughout the day. Even a minute or two of focused breathing can reset your mind and bring you back to the present moment. Another powerful practice is mindful pauses. Before starting a new task or responding to a stressful situation, take a brief moment to pause, breathe, and center yourself. This small act can transform how you approach challenges, allowing you to respond with intention rather than react impulsively. You can also create stillness by intentionally slowing down in daily activities. For example, when drinking a cup of tea, savor each sip, noticing the warmth, the aroma, and the taste. These small moments of mindfulness can become pockets of peace in a busy day. It's not about adding more to your schedule, but about weaving stillness into what you're already doing. Over time, you'll find that stillness becomes a refuge, a place you can return to no matter how chaotic life gets. Start small, perhaps with just one mindful pause or a single deep breath, and notice how it shifts your experience. By cultivating stillness in chaos, you'll discover a profound sense of inner balance that carries you through even the most turbulent times. Now, let's turn our attention to the 13th secret, learning from nature. Zen philosophy has a deep connection to the natural world, viewing it as a teacher and a mirror for our own lives. Nature operates in cycles, seasons change, plants grow, and rivers flow, all without resistance or struggle. By observing these rhythms, we can learn valuable lessons about patience, resilience, and harmony. When we spend time in nature, we're reminded that life, too, has its ebbs and flows. Watching a tree sway in the wind teaches us adaptability. Seeing a flower bloom after a long winter shows us the power of persistence. And listening to the stillness of a forest invites us to find peace within ourselves. One way to deepen this connection is through forest bathing, a practice where you immerse yourself in nature, engaging all your senses to fully experience the environment. Another simple yet profound activity is gardening. Tending to plants, feeling the soil in your hands, and witnessing the slow growth of life can be a meditative experience. Even something as small as observing a sunset or listening to birdsong can bring you into harmony with the natural world. Nature doesn't rush, yet everything gets done. By aligning ourselves with its pace, we can learn to move through life with more ease and grace. So, take a walk in the park, sit by a river, or simply look up at the clouds. Let nature remind you of the beauty of simplicity and the wisdom of its timeless cycles. Through these practices, you'll find a deeper sense of connection, not just to the world around you, but to your own inner nature as well. Now, let's shift our focus inward to the 14th secret, practicing compassion towards yourself. Zen philosophy teaches us that self-compassion is not just a luxury, but a necessity for a peaceful and balanced life. Often, we are our own harshest critics, holding ourselves to impossible standards and dwelling on our mistakes. But just as we would show kindness to a friend in need, we must learn to extend that same gentle understanding to ourselves. Self-compassion begins with recognizing that imperfection is part of being human. It's about treating yourself with the same care and patience you'd offer someone you love. One way to cultivate this is through self-compassion affirmations. Each morning, try repeating phrases like, "I am enough," or "I forgive myself for my mistakes." These simple words can help shift your mindset from judgment to acceptance. Another powerful practice is self-compassion journaling. Take a few moments each evening to reflect on your day, writing down moments where you were hard on yourself. Then rewrite those moments with kindness, as if you were speaking to a dear friend. For example, instead of thinking, "I failed at that task," you might write, "I did my best and that's what matters." These exercises not only nurture self-love but also help you build resilience in the face of challenges. Remember, self-compassion isn't about ignoring your flaws, it's about embracing your humanity. When you treat yourself with kindness, you create a foundation of inner peace that radiates into every aspect of your life. So, take a deep breath, let go of self-criticism, and start treating yourself with the compassion you deserve. In doing so, you'll find that self-love becomes a guiding light on your journey toward mastering Zen. Moving forward, let's explore the 15th secret, embracing silence. In Zen philosophy, silence is not just the absence of noise but a profound space for connection with our inner selves. In a world filled with constant distractions, silence offers a rare opportunity to step back and listen to our thoughts, our emotions, and the deeper wisdom within. Silence helps quiet the mental chatter that often clouds our minds, allowing us to find clarity and peace. One simple way to incorporate silence into your life is through silent meditation. Find a quiet space, sit comfortably, and focus on your breath. When thoughts arise, observe them without judgment and let them pass, returning to the stillness. Another way to embrace silence is by taking quiet walks. Leave your phone behind, and as you walk, pay attention to the sounds of nature or the rhythm of your footsteps. These moments of quiet reflection can become a sanctuary for your mind, helping you recharge and reconnect with yourself. Silence also invites us to slow down and appreciate the present moment. Whether it's sitting in stillness for a few minutes or simply pausing to listen to the world around you, these small acts of silence can have a big impact on your well-being. So, as you go about your day, consider carving out moments of silence. Let it be a reminder that sometimes the most profound insights come not from speaking or doing, but from simply being still. By embracing silence, you create space for inner peace and a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. Now, let's turn our attention to the 16th secret, understanding the illusion of the self. In Zen philosophy, the concept of no self is central to unlocking true freedom. It teaches us that the ego, the sense of a separate and permanent me, is actually an illusion. This illusion creates suffering because it ties us to worries about the past, anxieties about the future, and the constant need to defend or enhance our identity. By realizing that the self is not a fixed entity but a fluid, ever-changing process, we can begin to release the grip of the ego and experience a deeper sense of peace. One way to explore this idea is by observing your thoughts. Sit quietly and notice how thoughts arise and pass without any solid self directing them. Another practice is to question your identity. Ask yourself, who am I without my name, my job, or my relationships? These reflections can help you see beyond the surface of the ego and connect with a more expansive sense of being. Understanding the illusion of the self doesn't mean denying your individuality or existence. Instead, it invites you to see yourself as part of something greater, interconnected with all of life. This shift in perspective can bring profound freedom, as you no longer feel the need to cling to a fixed identity or compare yourself to others. So, as you go through your day, try to observe the ways in which the ego creates tension and separation. By gently letting go of the illusion of a separate self, you open the door to a deeper experience of unity and ease. This understanding is a powerful step toward true Zen mastery. Moving forward, let's explore the 17th secret, the practice of equanimity. In Zen philosophy, equanimity is about maintaining a calm and balanced mind, no matter what life throws your way. It's the ability to stay steady in the face of challenges, neither getting swept away by excitement nor overwhelmed by difficulty. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions or becoming indifferent. Instead, it's about cultivating a deep sense of inner stability that allows you to respond to situations with clarity and wisdom rather than react impulsively. One of the key ways to develop equanimity is through mindfulness meditation. By sitting quietly and observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment, you begin to see that they are temporary, like clouds passing in the sky. This awareness helps you detach from strong reactions and return to a place of balance. Another technique is mindful breathing. Whenever you feel yourself getting caught up in a situation, take a few deep breaths. Focus on the sensation of the air entering and leaving your body. This simple act can ground you in the present moment and help you regain your equilibrium. Equanimity also involves accepting things as they are without resistance or denial. When you stop trying to control every outcome, you create space for peace to arise. For example, if you're stuck in traffic instead of frustration, you might use the time to practice mindfulness or reflect on the impermanence of the situation. Over time, these practices can transform how you experience life. You'll find that you're less likely to be shaken by external events and more able to meet them with a sense of calm and openness. Equanimity isn't about avoiding life's ups and downs. It's about navigating them with grace and ease. By integrating this Zen ideal into your daily life, you'll discover a profound sense of inner harmony that supports you in every moment. Now let's shift our focus to the 18th secret, letting go of control. One of the core teachings in Zen philosophy is that trying to control every aspect of life often leads to stress and frustration. When we cling to specific outcomes or try to force things to go a certain way, we create unnecessary tension. Zen encourages us to surrender this need for control and instead trust in the natural flow of life. This doesn't mean giving up on effort or responsibility, but rather releasing the attachment to how things should be and embracing how they actually are. A powerful practice for letting go is acceptance meditation. During this meditation, you simply sit with whatever is present in your life, whether it's joy, discomfort, or uncertainty, and allow it to be there without resistance. This practice helps you cultivate a mindset of openness and trust. Another helpful technique is to consciously let go of outcomes. For example, if you're working on a project, focus on putting in your best effort without obsessing over the result. Remind yourself that not everything is within your control, and that's okay. Life has its own rhythm, and trying to force it can often backfire. Instead, by letting go, you create space for peace and allow things to unfold naturally. Over time, this approach can transform your relationship with uncertainty. You'll find that you're less anxious about the future and more present in the moment. Letting go of control isn't about passivity, it's about finding freedom in the midst of life's unpredictability. This Zen teaching invites you to trust in the wisdom of the universe and move through life with a sense of ease and grace. Moving forward, let's explore the 19th secret to mastering Zen philosophy, cultivating gratitude. Zen teaches us to find deep appreciation for the present moment and everything it offers. When we practice gratitude, our focus shifts from what we lack to the abundance already present in our lives. This mindset not only fosters inner peace, but also helps us connect more deeply with the world around us. One simple yet powerful way to cultivate gratitude is by keeping a daily gratitude list. Each day, take a moment to write down 3 things you're thankful for, no matter how big or small. It could be the warmth of the sun, a kind word from a friend, or even the stillness of a quiet morning. Over time, this practice trains your mind to notice and appreciate the good in every moment. Another effective exercise is writing thank you notes, whether to someone who has helped you or simply to express appreciation for their presence in your life. This act of acknowledgement strengthens your sense of connection and gratitude. Gratitude not only enriches your own life, but also spreads positivity to those around you. In Zen, cultivating gratitude is more than just a practice, it's a way of seeing the world with fresh eyes, recognizing the beauty and abundance that already exist. By embracing this mindset, you'll find that even the simplest moments become sources of joy and contentment. Let's carry this sense of appreciation into the next secret, where we'll explore the Zen art of embracing paradoxes. Now let's step into the intriguing world of Zen paradoxes. Zen philosophy often uses seemingly contradictory statements or ideas as tools to break free from conventional thinking and access deeper truths. One of the most famous examples is the question, "What is the sound of one hand clapping?" This isn't meant to be answered logically, but rather to push the mind beyond its usual patterns, inviting a moment of insight or awakening. Paradoxes in Zen serve as a way to shake us out of our habitual ways of seeing the world. They challenge us to think differently, to let go of rigid beliefs, and to open ourselves to new perspectives. Another well-known paradox is the idea that to gain something, you must first let it go. This might seem counterintuitive, but it points to the Zen principle that clinging too tightly to desires or outcomes often leads to suffering, while letting go can create space for true fulfillment. Embracing paradoxes isn't about solving them like puzzles, but about allowing them to shift your understanding. They encourage us to sit with uncertainty, to explore the unknown, and to find clarity in the midst of confusion. Take a moment to reflect on the paradoxes in your own life. Are there situations where letting go might bring you closer to what you desire? Can you find peace in the midst of chaos? By embracing these contradictions, you'll start to see life not as a series of problems to solve, but as a rich, complex tapestry of experiences. This mindset opens the door to deeper wisdom and a more profound connection with the essence of Zen. Now let's turn our attention to the art of deep listening, a practice that lies at the heart of Zen philosophy. Deep listening is more than just hearing words. It's about being fully present, giving your complete attention to the speaker without the distraction of your own thoughts or judgments. In Zen, this kind of listening is seen as a form of meditation, a way to cultivate mindfulness and connection in everyday interactions. When we listen deeply, we create a space where others feel truly seen and understood. This fosters a sense of trust and openness, strengthening relationships and deepening empathy. To practice deep listening, start by maintaining eye contact, which signals to the speaker that you are engaged and present. Avoid interrupting, even if you feel the urge to respond or offer advice. Instead, focus on truly understanding their words and emotions. Another helpful tip is to pause before responding. This allows you to process what you've heard and respond thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. Deep listening also involves letting go of the need to have all the answers. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is simply listen without judgment or the pressure to fix anything. This practice not only transforms the way you communicate, but also helps you become more attuned to the subtleties of your own thoughts and feelings. By embracing deep listening, you'll find that conversations become richer, relationships grow stronger, and your understanding of others and yourself deepens in ways you might never have expected. Now, let's explore a deeply liberating principle in Zen philosophy, letting go of perfection. In a world that often glorifies flawless achievements, Zen teaches us to embrace imperfection as a natural and beautiful part of life. The relentless pursuit of perfection can create immense pressure, leading to stress, frustration, and a sense of never being enough. But Zen invites us to see the beauty in our flaws and to recognize that imperfection is what makes us authentically human. By releasing the need to be perfect, we free ourselves from the burden of unrealistic expectations and open the door to self-acceptance and peace. To begin this practice, start by consciously embracing your mistakes. Instead of viewing them as failures, see them as opportunities for growth and learning. Celebrate your flaws as unique expressions of who you are, rather than something to hide or fix. You might also try an exercise where you intentionally create something imperfect, like a drawing or a piece of writing, and observe how it feels to let go of the need for it to be just right. Another helpful practice is to reframe your inner dialogue. When you catch yourself being overly critical, pause and remind yourself that imperfection is not only okay, it's essential. By cultivating this mindset, you'll find that life becomes lighter, more joyful, and infinitely more authentic. Letting go of perfection isn't about giving up on excellence. It's about embracing the messy, beautiful journey of being human. And as you do, you'll discover a deeper sense of freedom and connection to the world around you. Moving forward, let's turn our attention to another profound Zen teaching, the cultivation of patience. In a world that often values speed and instant results, patience can feel like a forgotten virtue. Yet, Zen philosophy reminds us that patience is not just about waiting, it's about finding peace in the process. Impatience, on the other hand, creates stress, frustration, and a sense of urgency that pulls us away from the present moment. When we rush through life, we miss the richness of the here and now, and time can feel like it's slipping through our fingers. But by cultivating patience, we can transform our experience of time and find a deeper sense of calm and fulfillment. One practical way to develop patience is through slow breathing. When you feel yourself becoming impatient, pause and take a few deep, deliberate breaths. Focus on the sensation of the air entering and leaving your body and allow your mind to settle. This simple practice can help you regain your composure and approach the situation with a more grounded perspective. Another technique is mindfulness in waiting. Whether you're stuck in traffic, standing in line, or waiting for an event to begin, use these moments as opportunities to practice patience. Instead of resisting the delay, observe your surroundings, notice your thoughts, and embrace the pause as a gift of stillness. Over time, these small acts of patience can add up, helping you cultivate a more peaceful and present mindset. Patience in the Zen tradition isn't about passively enduring. It's about actively embracing the flow of life and trusting that everything unfolds in its own time. By practicing patience, you'll find that life becomes less of a race and more of a journey, filled with moments of grace and clarity. Now, let's explore another essential Zen principle, finding balance between effort and ease. Life often feels like a tightrope walk, too much effort, and we risk burnout, too little, and we might find ourselves stuck in stagnation. Zen teaches us that true harmony comes from blending purposeful action with a sense of flow and relaxation. When we push ourselves too hard, we create tension, stress, and resistance. It's like trying to force a river to flow faster. It only leads to exhaustion. On the other hand, when we don't put in enough effort, we may miss opportunities for growth and fulfillment. Think of it like a tree that doesn't reach for the sun. It stays small and limited. The key is to find the middle path where effort feels natural and ease supports our progress. One way to practice this balance is through mindful movement like yoga or Tai Chi. These practices encourage us to engage our bodies with intention while staying relaxed and present. Notice how each movement flows seamlessly into the next without strain or force. Another example is setting realistic goals. Instead of aiming for perfection, focus on what's achievable and meaningful. Break larger tasks into smaller, manageable steps and celebrate progress along the way. This approach reduces pressure and allows you to move forward with both determination and grace. Zen reminds us that life isn't about constant struggle or endless relaxation. It's about finding the sweet spot where effort and ease work together. When we embrace this balance, we move through life with greater harmony, joy, and purpose. Now, let's turn our attention to one of the most profound teachings in Zen philosophy, living in harmony with the universe. Zen teaches us that the universe operates in a natural rhythm, and when we align ourselves with this flow, we experience less resistance and greater peace. Think of it like a leaf floating down a stream. It doesn't fight the current, it moves effortlessly with it. When we try to swim against the stream of life, we often feel stress, frustration, and exhaustion. But when we let go and trust the natural order, we find ease and clarity. One way to practice this harmony is through meditation on flow. Sit quietly and imagine yourself as part of the universe's vast, interconnected energy. Feel how your breath aligns with the rhythm of nature, rising and falling like the tides. Another practice is to align your daily routines with natural rhythms. Wake with the sunrise, take breaks when you feel tired, and wind down as the evening approaches. This isn't just about schedules, it's about tuning into the subtle cues of your body and the world around you. Zen reminds us that we are not separate from the universe but an integral part of it. By embracing this truth, we release the need to control every outcome and instead trust the journey. This shift in perspective brings a deep sense of peace and connection, allowing us to live with more joy and less struggle. When we harmonize with the universe, we become co-creators of our experience, flowing gracefully through life's ever-changing currents. Now, let's take a closer look at how we can deepen our practice of living in harmony with the universe. One powerful method is through koan meditation. A koan is a paradoxical question or statement used in Zen practice to transcend logical thinking and access deeper truths. For example, a classic koan asks, "What is the sound of one hand clapping?" Instead of seeking a literal answer, the goal is to sit with the question, allowing it to dissolve the boundaries of the mind and open us to a direct experience of reality. This practice helps us let go of rigid thinking and align more fully with the natural flow of life. Another advanced approach is to immerse yourself in extended Zen retreats, often called sessions. These retreats, which can last several days or even weeks, provide a structured environment to deepen your meditation practice and cultivate harmony. Imagine spending days in silence, meditating, eating mindfully, and engaging in simple, repetitive tasks. Each moment becomes an opportunity to tune into the rhythm of the universe. Historically, Zen masters like Hakuin and Dogen emphasized the importance of such practices in their teachings. Hakuin, for instance, used koans extensively to guide his students toward enlightenment, while Dogen's writings on the interconnectedness of all things remain a cornerstone of Zen philosophy. By integrating these advanced techniques into your life, you can begin to experience harmony not just as a concept but as a lived reality. It's about moving beyond intellectual understanding and embodying the truth that you are inseparable from the universe. This realization brings a profound sense of peace and belonging, transforming the way you navigate life's challenges and joys. As you continue this journey, remember that harmony is not something to achieve but something to embody, a natural state of being that unfolds when we let go and trust the flow. Now, let's shift our focus to how Zen philosophy can guide us through the complexities of modern life. In today's fast-paced world, many of us struggle with technology overload, constant distractions, and the pressure to balance work and personal life. Zen offers timeless principles that can help us navigate these challenges with greater ease and clarity. One practical approach is embracing digital detoxes. Setting aside dedicated time to disconnect from screens and social media allows us to reconnect with the present moment and cultivate inner stillness. You might start small, like turning off notifications for an hour each day or designating one evening a week as screen-free. These moments of intentional disconnection can create space for mindfulness and reduce the mental clutter that often accompanies constant connectivity. Another way to apply Zen principles is through mindful work practices. Instead of multitasking, which fractures our attention and increases stress, try focusing on one task at a time with full presence. This could mean taking a few deep breaths before starting a project or pausing between tasks to reset your focus. Even simple acts like savoring a cup of tea during a break or noticing the sensations of typing on a keyboard can transform work into a meditative experience. Zen reminds us that every moment, no matter how mundane, holds the potential for mindfulness and meaning. Additionally, consider how Zen's emphasis on simplicity can help streamline your daily routine. By identifying what truly matters and letting go of unnecessary commitments, you can create more space for what brings you joy and fulfillment. This might involve decluttering your workspace, setting boundaries with your time, or saying no to activities that drain your energy. The goal isn't to reject modernity, but to engage with it in a way that aligns with your values and fosters peace. By integrating these Zen principles into your life, you can find balance amidst the chaos of the modern world. Whether it's through mindful pauses, intentional disconnection, or simplifying your surroundings, these practices invite you to slow down, breathe, and reconnect with the essence of who you are. As we continue exploring the secrets to mastering Zen philosophy, remember that these tools are not just for the meditation cushion, but for every aspect of your life, helping you navigate challenges with grace and presence. Now, let's take a moment to clear up some common misconceptions about Zen philosophy. One of the biggest myths is that Zen is only about meditation. While meditation, particularly Zazen, is a cornerstone of Zen practice, it's far from the only aspect. Zen is a way of life that encompasses how we think, act, and interact with the world around us. It's about cultivating mindfulness in everyday activities, from the way we eat to the way we communicate. Meditation is a tool, not the entire philosophy. Another misunderstanding is that Zen requires complete detachment from the world. While non-attachment is a key principle, it doesn't mean rejecting relationships or responsibilities. Instead, it's about letting go of clinging to outcomes or material possessions. For example, you can care deeply about your work or loved ones without being consumed by fear of loss or the need for control. Zen teaches us to engage fully with life while maintaining a sense of inner freedom. Some also believe that Zen is pessimistic or nihilistic, focusing only on impermanence and suffering. In reality, Zen embraces impermanence as a source of liberation, teaching us to appreciate the beauty of the present moment. It's not about denying joy, but finding it in simplicity and mindfulness. Consider the way Zen finds profound meaning in a simple act like drinking tea or watching the seasons change. Lastly, there's a notion that Zen is only for monks or spiritual seekers. While Zen has deep roots in monastic traditions, its principles are accessible to everyone regardless of lifestyle or beliefs. Whether you're a busy professional, a parent, or a student, Zen offers practical tools to navigate life with more clarity and peace. By understanding these nuances, we can approach Zen with a clearer perspective and greater openness. It's not a rigid set of rules, but a flexible philosophy that can enrich every aspect of our lives. As we continue exploring these secrets, remember that Zen is as much about how you live as it is about what you practice. As we wrap up our journey through the 25 secrets to mastering Zen philosophy, it's clear that these principles are not just practices but stepping stones toward a more mindful and meaningful life. Each secret, from embracing the present moment to living in harmony with the universe, builds on the others to create a profound shift in how we experience the world. Together, they offer a pathway to inner peace, clarity, and a deeper connection to ourselves and everything around us. Remember, mastering Zen isn't about perfection or immediate transformation. It's about small, consistent steps. Start with one practice that resonates with you, whether it's simplifying your life, practicing mindfulness in daily tasks, or cultivating gratitude, and let it naturally expand into other areas. Be patient with yourself. Just as a tree grows slowly but steadily, so does the journey of Zen. If you found these insights helpful, don't keep them to yourself. Share your experiences in the comments below. What secret resonated with you most? How has it impacted your life? Let's build a community of mindfulness and support as we explore these practices together. And if you're eager to dive deeper into Zen philosophy or mindfulness, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. There's so much more to explore, and I'm excited to continue this journey with you. Until next time, take a deep breath, embrace the present moment, and live with intention. Thank you for watching, and may your path be filled with peace and clarity.